stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. Let's go. Hurt.
Mims sent in motion here.
Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Smash.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here we go. Set. Check. Panther 11. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On the ready.
3rd and long.
Panther 60. Ready. Mustang 19. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
18, right, ready, 70, ready, 7, 10, hurt. Set up. Check go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Extra point try, 4th time. His kick is good. And the Dragons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10 now from the 36.
70 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60. Ready.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Let's go.
2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Room to run at the 35. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Here's a run. He is in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. They come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And up. This is right. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Mims sent in motion here. He'll look to throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. They get 22 yards there. That's enough for a 1st down.
Ready, break. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go.
On the give, it's right.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Go. Half the 60, half the 60. Check go.
Back on the ground and back to right. And he's got pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
70 Lions! Let's go!
Mims sent in motion here.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Run again with Wright. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Ready up!
Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready! Bring it! Big alert! Big alert! Ready!
A carry here for Wright. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Ready, ready!
Here's 3rd down and a
60
few
Bison!
inches.
60 Bison! Here we go! Set!
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. First and 10.
Purple 80! Ready! Go street!
Mims sent in motion here.
Hut!
Give here to Wright. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
Get it!
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Check smash!
Mims
Check
sent
smash!
in motion here.
Hut, hut!
Now this time they'll look to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically,
Okay, ready?
and then when you
Nike,
get to your route
Eugene.
deck, you stick that foot in the ground, you break
Let's go
in,
now.
balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
Trying again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Set! 79 Broncos! Track at 60! Ready, ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Go!
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He's
swear, I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. Big opening up the middle. He's inside the 40. Inside. And he will dive into the end zone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. The extra point is up and through. Now the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cougar 19. 19 Lion. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Falcons are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Go!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We saw a great example of it here. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
We'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Ready, set.
From From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Come 19. Come 19. Liking 18. Hut, hut.
They'll run with Wright. And he's going to be taken down right at
On
midfield.
the ball now. On the ball.
So they come to the line
18
for
guard,
1st down
18 guard.
and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
On the ground, this is Wright. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. And up. Go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. But some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Cougar 19. Set go.
On 1st down, a run for Wright. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Have position. Ready.
A shotgun handoff to Wright. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here now, 3rd and
70
5.
Lions. 60 Eagles. 60. Set. Ready.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
18. Pioneer.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
A run on 1st and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Unlock fire. Unlock. Here we go. Here we go. Hey. Hey. Check that. Check that. Hut, hut.
Here's the option. Running right. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Dragons. Now, the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dragons are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one taken at the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Come on, set! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready?
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Go! Cowboy 80!
Jones motioning here. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Into space. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Falcons. We talk about a quarterback who can hurt you both ways. That is the one-way defenses just can't stop him. All that speed, taking it the distance.
You're exactly right, Mike. This is just one of the elements of the quarterback position that is just so hard for defenses to account for. When they get themselves in space, they in essence turn into a running back. And once they get out in front, there's no catching them.
A short one taken at the 10. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Warrior 70! Let's go! Take off!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack to keep this to a no gain.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit, and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Cougar 19.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 60. At the 60. Let's go now. 70 Lions.
They'll stick with him again. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
Alert. Riggs.
On 3rd down, they go with Wright.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, like based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So here, as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's 4th down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. He's going to be brought down inside the 15. Now give on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call. You can see the end result.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Set. 18 Cardinal.
Pitts is the man in motion.
Set, go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in the same. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
On the set. Panther 11. Here we go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Cowboy 8. Go.
We'll try and run right on the option. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. 18 Raptor. 18 Raptor.
Open man, left side. He's got it. 17 yards on that connection. And that will be a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 2nd down, here's Wright. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Sack. Track 60.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On the double.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. And he is going to bring this one back. DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, you don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
And he will get into the end zone and put the lead up by 2 more.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Right back to the air following that pick six. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Jones motioning here. Here's a designed run. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring it down. I think at this point in the game, Mike, you have things under control. Not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set up to throw. And here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of his defense.
That is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
We'll start out here with an option to the left. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Cut 19, cut 19, trap 60, trap 6, 18, right here. Reload, reload.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete.
Hurry,
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Timberwolves. Warriors, 70.
They'll look to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. We're stopped anyway as we hit the 2-minute warning.
Cowboy 80.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Going up top. To the goal line and in. Touchdown Atlanta. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Quick throw, taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Let's go. Take go.
Head up. This is right. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
He'll look to throw. Here's a screen coming for White. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down. So it's a win here for the Falcons.